Hey everyone, this is Robin. I'm here with your NEPA shows coming up this week on Friday, November 18th.
Good evening, and welcome to Beyond the Break podcast. I'm your host, AL, and this...
I'm Ben. What's up with this sexy voice, AL?
Nothing.
It's all deep and brooding and mysterious.
Ooh. I've had a long day. We shot a video today. We shot our three item release video. It was you should have been there.
I was dead at the time, so unfortunately
you were dead.
I was not.
You got better. I'm glad you got better. But we did this cool thing, you know. Like I gotta hand it to Robin. I didn't think she was gonna do it, but but yeah, check this out. All right, Johnny, you scared?
Mm-hmm.
You scared? Okay. What about you? You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, we're going to do this on three. Ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Oh, shit. You did it. Holy crap. Crazy.
I think my favorite part, though, is how quickly Robin was like, yo, I'm ready. Like,
oh, I think she's been
dying to throw things at you for months.
She's been wanting to do that for sure.
I mean, I don't even think it was Johnny in particular. I think she just wants to throw things at people in general. I think that's like
right.
It's just too nice.
Tonight's guest, we've got Gus the Savage. Super awesome dude. He's a 2-time contestant in the Big Break.
Nice.
And the 2 videos that we're going to show you are going to be his 2 submissions. So if you're a contestant out there this season and you're watching live, make sure to ask him some questions. So this is Gus the Savage, No Stopping Me, and Gus will be with us right after this song.
I don't know what she wants to see. I don't know what she wants from me. You better know that I'm trying to be.
When you think it's
girls wanna fuck with me.
I don't know what she wants to see. I don't know what she wants from me. Better man that I'm trying to be. But I've been on the grind, so ain't no stopping me. I don't know what she wants to see. And I don't know what she wants from me. A better man that I'm trying to be. But I've been on the grind, so ain't no stopping me. Girl, I've been working, don't got time for this. Tryna have my AP flooded on my wrist, yeah. Been up all night, don't know what time it is. And I got me a feeling you've been watching me. And you know I've been sick and tired about you treating me. Cause every time we argue, girl, you make a scene. Oh, now you begging to come back, you wanna be with me. But now it's too late cause somebody got their eyes on me. If you take shit from me, I'ma get it right back, oh. Can't take my pride from me, I'ma always have that, oh. Wish I can't turn back time, I don't wanna do this, no. Wish that we never met, cause I really regret it, yo. Create bookmark, no, I ain't do no crying. Got off the phone with Jeff, told me it's perfect timing, yeah. Now I'ma just do me, get dripped in all designer. Oh, now you get big mad cause I do what I wanna, yeah. This is not what you wanted to see. And this is not what you wanted from me. I'm not the man that you want me to be. But I've been on the grind, so ain't no stopping me. I don't know what she wants to see. I don't know what she wants from me. Better man that I'm trying to be. But I've been on the grind, so ain't no stopping me. I don't know what she wants to see. And I don't know what she wants from me. A better man that I'm trying to be. But I've been on the grind, so ain't no stopping me.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Gus. How are you, man?
Dude, I'm happy to be here. Excited and blessed that I was able to be a part of the big break. And I'm happy that I woke up this morning.
Nice.
Hell yeah, man. Those are all awesome. Hell
Yeah.
yeah. Especially that last one.
Dude, man.
Awesome. I'm glad you
Blessed
woke
to have
up this
woken up.
morning too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. So what's going on in Gus's world?
Gus's world, if I'm being honest with you, I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. I've been very, very stressed. As that's a part of the normal human life. You know, we gotta go through stress. And I've been going through a lot of trials and tribulations, but you know what? I have decided to not let the devil win this battle, and I'm fighting back against him. Excuse me. So, you know, I've just been working on a lot of my personal life and gearing up to make this comeback in a sense because I was away for 2 weeks. So gearing up to push out some more content, gearing up for these upcoming shows. Got a lot of work that needs to be done for the year 2023, and I can't slack at all.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that you're feeling stressed out, man. I feel you, dude. I feel you. I think times are stressful for a lot of people. I know you just had a baby. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
How's that part stressful?
I don't want to get into too much about why it's stressful.
It's a baby. They're built-in
Well,
stress.
you know, it's not so much about her being a baby because I've had experience with children throughout my entire life. My sister has like 5 kids, so I got a chance to be there for all 5. And being an uncle, I got that experience watching them grow, getting to take care of them, getting to watch them. So now with my own kid, I'm just applying all the knowledge that I had to my own life. Of course, it's harder because this is now my daughter. So now I have to lead by a better example. I have to be a better role model for her because she's going to grow up looking at me as her mentor, looking to me for advice, looking to me towards what's right to do in life. And, you know, I don't get to spend as much time with her as I would like to. And that's partially my fault. And part of becoming a better person is taking accountability for a lot of the things I've done. And I can't say that I was the best to my daughter's mother because I wasn't throughout her entire pregnancy. But I am working towards becoming a better person and becoming a better man for not only myself, but for my daughter and for her as well, because I'm trying to be the man that I'm supposed to be for my family.
Right on. Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. You know, recognizing that there's something that needs to change is like a huge first step, and then doing something about it is like even a bigger leap. And you know, I commend you for doing that, man.
Yeah, man.
How are you like what things are you doing to try to like de-stress or kind of like balance out of that deep, heavy place?
So I have recently quit smoking and drinking. I quit smoking because I felt like I depended on it too much to do a lot of my daily necessities. Like I would wake up in the morning, first thing I would do is smoke a blunt or hit a bowl or hit a dab. And that's how I got a chance to be active throughout the day. That's how I got a chance to eat and go to bed. So I was relying on that too much instead of relying on my own like natural body instincts. And drinking, it wasn't that hard to cut out because I'm a social drinker. So like I only drink if I go to a venue or if I'm out with friends, I'll have a couple of drinks. So drinking wasn't that hard to be like, I don't need that. But not smoking has been a challenge, I will say, because like I said, I was depending on it. So the first night that I didn't smoke, I was up until 8 o'clock in the morning and I didn't get a chance to eat. Today, I got around to eating on my own, like without, oh my God, trying to force myself. So I ordered a nice Chinese food meal, some house special fried rice with chicken wings and egg rolls and all that. So I've been trying to find a distraction, and I have found my distraction, and that is getting back into the gym to also better my lifestyle. because I'm not really comfortable with how I look sometimes, and that's my own insecurity. And everybody has them, and it's okay to have them. But I'm not really comfortable with how I look, and I'm not really comfortable with the weight that I am, especially if I'm going to be a performer and being active on stage. I can't be out of shape. So getting back in shape is going to be my distraction from not doing things like that. And I'll get back into the habit of, okay, this is what needs to be done in order for me to de-stress. This is what I need to do in order to feel a little bit better throughout the day, a little pick me up. Oh, you're feeling down? Hit the gym. Oh, you're feeling angry? Hit the gym. So I'm getting back into the cycle that I was in 2021 when I first got a chance to be a part of the big break. I was going to the gym quite often, and then I slacked because I got comfortable. I got a girlfriend, and life got easier. So I was like, I don't need to go to the gym no more. Who do I need to impress? But in the long run, I was doing more damage to myself than helping myself.
Right.
Takes
Are
some
you
dedication.
are?
Good on you.
Go ahead.
I was just saying, good on you for dedication to going to the
Yeah,
gym.
no, absolutely.
I can't go to the. I'm like, I wanna, but my couch is so comfy. And
Honestly, one day you'll break that cycle. One day you'll wake up and you'll be like, you know what? I don't want to be on the couch today. I want to go and try it. And then once you get into that habit, you'll be like, okay, this isn't too bad.
Yeah.
And then you'll see yourself looking sexy, and you'll be like, wait a minute, hold on now. Extra sexiness on top of the sexiness that we all already have, you know?
I think my gymnast is I get going. I do best when I've like got a gym buddy, because then I feel like they depend on me to go. I do great when I'm doing for other people, but when it's just for me, I'm like I'll do it later. But, yeah. And then later never comes. But when I've had a gym buddy, I'm like I will go with you because you need me to go, and that means you need me to do this, and that helps me more. Personally, that's my thing. I can't do it for myself. But yeah, hey. Amazing.
No, that's there's a lot of positivity coming out of that, and I think that's freaking awesome. Yeah. Good for you. Good for you. Are you doing anything more with music as well to as part of this routine that you're doing?
So I like, with all the stress that I've been under, I've had a hard time trying to make new music, but with all the changes that I'm doing in my life, I've gotten back into the habit of opening my computer, hitting up FL, and seeing what I can do in it. I got to get back up with my producers so we can start cooking up some new tracks, because I'm trying to release a deluxe version of my most recent album, so we got to get to work on that. But like I said, just breaking a lot of old habits and forming some new ones, and breaking out of cycles that I found myself in to progress. And part of that is getting back into things that I love, like making music and being active more and doing more shows and stuff like that. So I've had a hard time with trying to make new music, but recently I've been dabbling in again, and I'm feeling a lot more confident in doing so.
Yeah. Well, let's back it up a little bit for the people watching or listening that don't know Gus the Savage, as I know Gus the Savage, as we here know Gus the Savage, right? How did all this start?
So Gus the Savage started, if I want to say like the official start of Gus the Savage, when I got the name Gus the Savage, was 2015, when I had a girlfriend who lived over here at the time, and I played her a remix that I did to Straight Outta Compton by NWA, and she was like, my boyfriend's a savage, and I was like, yeah, Gus the Savage, and then it clicked with me. But if we're talking like how long I've been like making music, I want to say over a decade, and it all started at a young age, when my friends were in an Xbox Live party and they were rapping, and I was like, oh, if they can rap, then I can rap too. And that's how like my rap career started. Prior to that, I would always be listening to my mom's cassettes and DVDs. So I'd hear Whitney Houston songs, I'd hear all the 80s freestyle tracks. So like my music taste was very versatile, but I chose rap because that was more popular with my age group. And I was like, oh yeah, it would be cool being a rapper. So for a couple years I was a rapper. up until maybe I want to say 2019 into 2020. I started to experiment more with my vocals and do a lot more singing and melodic stuff, and that's where I've been for the past couple years now. I've been experimenting with a lot more R&B. I've been doing pop. Now I'm dabbling into rock, and that's one of my favorite genres that I've ever tried to dabble into because I've always been afraid to try it, but doing it and performing it and the crowd embracing it, I'm like, oh my God, like I love this. I love it so much that I wish that I had a live band to play with so that way we all can experience the hype together.
Oh yeah.
So, you know,
Energy.
it's been a roller coaster of a ride when it comes to music and where I wanted to go with my career. And I feel like I can't choose a set genre. So I've just chosen to be an all around multi-genre music artist.
Nice. So how like when did you start going on stage? Like how was that whole experience for you?
So
I mean, you're a young man right now, you know, so you're
Yeah.
saying you were younger, you know, so it's like
Yeah, I'm only 23 now, but the stage journey
we
started.
old, man.
Yeah, thanks for that. That made me feel great. At least I'm not the oldest one in the room.
I know that AL can be my dad, and you probably can be my dad, but it's okay because we're all dads anyway.
I mean, I would have had to be a really irresponsible teenager, but yeah, I could have done it.
But my stage journey started in 2015 when I was doing birthday parties. So I would do like sweet 16s, quinceañeras, parties for my friends. I didn't hit like a real stage until I moved over here in 2016. I did my first talent show at the high school that I went to at Riverside. So it was Riverside's Got Talent 2016. That was the first time I performed in front of like 800 people. And every year after that, I did it up until I graduated. And then my first out of high school performance was an open mic, and a very particular open mic at that. It was the NEPA Scene at that time Rising Talent competition.
Ooh.
When every week it would be a winner from each week. So 1 week we'd have one winner, and then we would all advance to the finals. So I did that the first year. I didn't make the cut. Came back next year, ready to go, and I made it all the way to the finals. And I just kept on coming to the open mic because the open mic was a great experience. And because of the NEPA Scene open mic after high school, I gained a lot of the opportunities that I was blessed to have. So because of the NEPA Scene open mic and because promoters and venues were watching my performances and they would see, okay, this artist would fit here at this show, this artist would fit here at that show. I've done hip hop and R&B nights at Stage West. I've opened up for Mac Lethal. I've opened up for the Cottonmouth Kings. At one point, I was going to open up for Riff Raff right before COVID said, here you go, and just knocked us all right back in our houses for like 2 years. But the NEPA Scene open mic has opened a lot of doors for me. It's one of the reasons why I got nominated for my first awards for music at the Steamtown Music Awards. So I'm blessed to have been introduced to the NEPA Scene open mic by my buddy Cody, who he texted me one day. He was like, yo, you want to go perform at a bar? And I was like, dude, I'm 18. He's like, it's an open mic, and the rule is if you have a guardian with you and you're underage, you can perform. And I was like, sign me up. Where do we go? So ever since then, I've always shown love to Rich. Shout out to Rich Howells.
Hell yeah.
I've always shown love to Rich and the NEPA Scene open mic because I feel as though if it wasn't for me being there, if it wasn't for the live stream, if it weren't for me putting in that work, I wouldn't have gotten as far as I have right now.
You know, I love that. I love that. I love all of that. I'm a huge advocate, just as you, of open mic nights.
Oh yeah.
I think they're a great way for anybody that's starting out and just needs to get those EBGBs out,
Exactly.
before going and playing like a real show. You know what I mean?
I try to encourage artists to go to these open mics And a lot of the artists, I feel like they're conceited, and it's okay to be conceited sometimes, but you have to also understand where you're at in your career. You want to perform, but you want to perform in front of hundreds of people, but you don't have a social media presence. You're not constantly releasing music. We don't know you as an artist. In order for us to get to know you as an artist, in order for us to be comfortable with you as an artist, in order for you to be comfortable with yourself on stage, you have to test out your material at these open mics. There's some open mics that are like so like intimate that there'll only be like 5 people there. And that's perfect, because if you're not used to performing in front of hundreds of people like you want to perform in front of, then that's your test audience right there. And if those 5 people can mess with you, then that means 500 other people are also going to get behind you and be like, oh, this is legit. This guy is awesome. Like, I like his sound. So I try to encourage bands. I try to encourage rap artists, R&B artists to get to these open mics. Stop trying to wait for an opportunity at a club that you're going to have to end up paying for, when you can go to an open mic for free, sign up, test out material. You got demos, you got full songs, you got an album that you want to promote, and you want to perform a song. Hit up an open mic, because that's where you find your avenue. I've learned that by placing myself in places that you wouldn't normally see a person like me or a person that does my type of genre of music. And that's where like I said, I found my avenues, I found opportunities, I've met people, and I've connected and networked with a lot of people. So open mics are crucial to your
absolutely. So how many open mic nights are you aware of in the area?
So as far as open mics that I know about, I know that every Monday night at the Keystone Stage in Oliphant, they do an open mic. I know that every Tuesday night at the V Spot, of course, we got Rich Howells with the NEPA Scene open mic. Wednesdays, we have Tony's Wine Cellar. And the Rail Yard used to do one last year every Thursday, but I don't know if they do that.
That's 4. What if I told you that Robin from the Big Break found 16 a week?
Ooh!
Yeah? Check this out.
Hey everyone, it is Robin. Here is a quick list of some open mic and open jam events going on in northeastern Pennsylvania. On Mondays, you can find open mic events at Susquehanna Brewing in Pittston, the Keystone Stage in Oliphant, and the Stonehouse in Carbondale, with an open jam night at the Moon Tavern in Archbald. On Tuesdays, there are open mics at the V-Spot in Scranton, Tap at Humboldt in Hazleton, and an open jam on the first Tuesday of each month at Wayne's World in Dallas. On Wednesdays, you can find open mic events at Tony's Wine Cellar in Pittston, Brewski's in Bloomsburg, and Mountaintop Pub in Mountaintop. On Thursdays, you can find an open mic event at Groove Brewing in Scranton, the Parkway Inn in Nanticoke, Shawnee Craft Brewing in Shawnee-on-Delaware, and the Renegade Winery in Stroudsburg. On the last Friday of the month, there is an open mic night at Rock God Brewing in Danville, and on Saturdays, you can find an open mic at the Creative Compound in Honesdale. Make sure to also watch our Beyond the Break podcast episodes live every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern to find a weekly list of original artists who are playing shows in northeastern PA. Remember to head to a show, spread the word, and support independent artists.
Insane. That's
Right?
insane. I would have never guessed that there's 16 open mics. Now, I don't know if we're allowed to promote open mics outside of the area, but I just remembered
Absolutely.
that I did a show up in New Jersey, up in Dover, New Jersey, to be exact, at Factory Records. And at Factory Records, they do an open mic, open showcase type of deal. I can't remember what day it's on. I'd have to get back to you on that, but I know that they do one. But that's insane that there's all those open mics, and Robin found them. So kudos to Robin for doing that search, because I myself am always looking for a new open mic to go test out my sound to see how well it would fit with that audience, because at an open mic, it's very diverse. You don't know who's going to be in there. You don't know if it's going to be a younger crowd, an older crowd, a mixed crowd. So that's why
there's always the regulars, though, huh?
Yeah, always the regulars. So again, that's why I try to encourage artists to go to these open mics, because it's going to be a new experience every time.
Right. And
I'm going to throw this out there because it's something that was missed. If you're really nice to the DJ, sometimes karaoke nights can be open mics too. If you have like a file, because some DJs that play karaoke a lot all week long are nice guys. You know.
So look at that. Look at that. You know what's crazy? I've thought about that so many times because I used to hit up a karaoke at OTC, and I'd be like, yo, it would be cool if instead of covering a song, I'd be able to do one of my original songs. So you heard Ben just now. If you're nice enough to the DJ and you slide him a nice hefty tip, he might be able to get your track on his board and get you on there.
So ironically, so LB Entertainment, it's me and Lisa, DJ Lisa, who does actually play at Old 10 Charlie's. On our Wednesday nights when she was there, she was doing open mic nights. It was open mic / karaoke. And we have the technology. As honestly, the only thing I say with that is like message me ahead of time if you're coming out. So maybe you can send me the files ahead, or bring a USB and try to hit me up before the night starts, or like when I'm playing music. Because I have people come up like, well, I'm trying to coordinate all the singers and stuff, and they're like, can you play? I'm like, not right now. But if you come up when I'm like playing music, or if someone's singing, a 12-minute song like certain people do when they put on those Tool songs.
People need to be respectful. Like people work and
patient. I have no problem working with people.
Literally, this is what they're doing right now. Wait till they have a second.
I usually only have on it. I will say like on my laptop. I don't know how many Lisa's has, but like my laptop, I only have like one open USB port because the other ones are in use for everything else. So like if you want to come up and be like, yo, hey man, I really want to do this song. It's on this USB. Could you play it? And just call me up when it's ready. Yes, I will do that, but you got to let me, get a minute where I can just plug it in, because I do want to help the local music scene out. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing this.
Right.
I wouldn't work with the Big Break. I wouldn't be doing the takeover events,
Right.
But yeah, absolutely. We've got all these open mic nights. And actually, when you mentioned on Wednesdays, Tony's Wine Cellar, one of their regulars comes to see me on karaoke night too. So even if you just want to practice playing out, practice singing, karaoke, open mic nights are great. But if you just, you just want to practice, you want to sing in front of a crowd, you want to get the heebie-jeebies out, the nerves out, just get out there. I've seen people get booked off of showing up at karaoke and impressing the manager, or showing up at an open mic night and impressing the manager. And I'm saying that as a bartender who also, has worked in the music industry and seen these people get booked. Like these open mic nights, like you said, are incredibly important. Like
even comedians, go out there and try out their new material.
Yeah,
they got to get a response before they go out there on gigs and do it.
The
craziest
craziest
part
part
jokes
about
in front of the smaller crowds.
Right. So the craziest part about the NEPA scene open mic is that as diverse as it is right now, it used to be like super diverse. Like we would have hula hoopers, magicians, comedians, solo bands. Like
John Fry doesn't trust magicians. He's muted, but he's saying,
"Yep."
I still can't hear him. I still
Best
can't
day
hear him.
ever.
Yeah, but he's saying something like, "Don't trust magicians," and
DJ Ben, I guess the best DJ in the valley.
That's me. Thanks, JJ.
DJ Ben.
JJ is a regular at karaoke. If you're a regular at my karaoke night for long enough, my computer saves a file on you, like with everything you sing. So eventually, like if you're there enough, I'll just start putting you for songs without even asking.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, he
people.
does that. And he
Like
knows
anyone.
exactly how many shots in before he starts.
You sing
That's
that
I'll
song.
usually do them with you. But let me tell you, AL sings some really aggressive
Talking Heads.
French. His French is exquisite.
Oh, yeah. Well, this show's not about me. It's about Gus the Savage.
It is about Gus.
And his beautiful voice as opposed to my whatever it is.
Whoever is sabotaging me to fucking stop sabotaging me. Everything is going wrong today. My internet dropped out. I'm sorry I'm cutting off, Gus, but I need to make this person stop.
It's the magician that we hired to cut all your wires.
Yeah, I wanted to pop in here and say, thankfully, we have completely eliminated magicians from Rich's NEPAC, Mike, and we won't be taking any more. So that's literally all I had to say.
So wait, talking about like we're not doing like seriously? There's no more magicians.
No, that's not true. I don't have.
I was about to say because now I'm about to bring
but
10
if
magicians to the open mic just for
Do
you.
it.
If
John.
you are, a
Do it.
Oh
magician,
my
just know
God.
I'll be sitting
Do you know
there
how
if I do
terrified he is
show
of
up.
magicians? It's amazing.
I'm not terrified of them. I despise them. I look at them in shame and look down on them. It's offensive, actually. That's
Oh my
I was gonna
God.
say. If you're gonna show up, I will just look at you poorly. Like I
Look,
will look
Dane.
down.
Dane knows
Oh my
exactly the magician that I'm referring to. Tony the magician, very comedic. Like, and it's like
I
his
don't
bit
give a
is
shit.
kind of like a drunk magician. His bit is
You
like kind of
can't.
like a
Are
drunk
you
magician.
selling
So
me?
like
Are you selling me?
it'll
on this?
Oh my
it'll
God.
feel like the magic trick is off, but then it'll blow your mind. And then he'll be like, "Wow!" He'll be like, "Wow! Look at that! Boom!"
I said to AL, this was my day today. Was like a giant pod. No, when we had the pod guys on, and just everything went wrong in that episode. That was my day today. It's just like I
The
tried to
episode that
sign up.
never was.
Yo, we had 15 seconds till the show started. And my internet dropped out. Like there's collusion. Though,
Yeah,
right?
I'm like, is he gonna go live? Is he gonna
At
go
a
live?
certain point, you
He
have
just
to
dropped
start-
off. I'm going live.
I slept through a video shoot today. My internet drops out 15 seconds before. It's like I'm going. If something happens to me tonight, start marking things down right here.
You just go to bed.
Maybe.
Sometimes you just need to go to bed and start
Maybe.
overtime.
Gus, I
That's
love
the
you, though.
That's the
I-
human
wait, I
equivalent
wanted
of
to-
turning it off and back on again.
I do have something to say. One, I love Gus. 7-time award-winning Gus. 2, Rich Howells is the man. He's working hard out there.
Agreed.
People don't understand. Rich does everything for fucking free.
And by himself.
And if you're a business in this or in this area and you have any type of money in your bank account more than me, which is $1,000,
$1,000?
that you can help Rich Howells out with, when I tell you this guy does this for free, I work for a company and the money I'm trying to help Rich Howells with is almost running out. Like to the point where I have given everything we can to help Rich Howells. Companies like Rich Howells, if you're in the scene and you have a business and you want to help this business, that's how. Reach out to companies and see if you could help them through sponsorship, even if it's $100, dude.
The greatest
you
part
have to
about
have more than
Rich
$1,000 though.
is
have
that
made
when you
those
go there-
guidelines. You
When you
can't have
go there
less
on
than $1,000.
Tuesday, there's legit a tip jar right next
That's
to
what I
his
mean.
stuff.
Yo, if you throw a tip in, you get a
You
sticker.
should see.
Rich
You should
needs
see
your help to
Ben's.
get cameras that he takes free pictures
Oh,
with
it's in the
you.
car.
Post all of them. People use
Do
those
you
for
have
their
it?
Facebook.
I don't know, Ben. If you show it on here, I don't know if we'll
I
get
don't know
like
if I
like
should or not.
answers or something, you know. He's got a tip jar. Ben has
I
a
do.
tip
Ooh.
It's my
Oh no,
just
I've
the tip
seen
jar.
it. I've seen it.
My
I've seen
just
it.
the tip.
I've seen it.
One of
Yeah.
my regulars.
seen
I adore her. She makes resin things, and she has a resin mold of a certain
Of the
thing.
thing.
And
I think
it
you can
fits
say
in my
penis.
tip jar.
You can say
I think
penis.
penis is
Yeah.
okay to say.
Well, it's a penis, and it's also got balls,
a-
and it's
Just don't say balls. Oh, fuck.
Oh,
Gosh,
I'm out of here.
honestly, my
I'm
favorite
outta
part
here.
is that the majority of it glows in the dark, and the balls are blue and glittery. So it's actually the third one I've had. The first one was made of clear resin.
Okay,
so
that's
it's
enough.
yellow. The second one someone stole, which was weird. But
And our viewer rating is my god, it's
Anyway,
actually
anyway,
rising.
yes, you were
Haha,
saying-
like your tip jar.
just the tip, just for a second, just to see how it feels. Tip your musicians.
Tip your musicians. It's true. It's true.
I
You
should
like
start
like-
talking into my mic now too, right?
So Gus, what's next for you?
So what's next for me? I feel like I say this too often. A lot of work, like I said earlier in this conversation, a lot of work needs to be done. And that goes as far as making new music videos. I just started a series called Bedroom Sessions where I sit in my bedroom and I sing my songs for you. That's the catchphrase. Every time I'll start the video, I'll be like, "What's going on, Gus Savage?" And Bedroom Sessions where I am in my bedroom singing my songs to you. So I just started that, just dropped episode 1, and that was Soul Connection. And that's a song that's featured on my most recent album called It's Okay, You Don't Have to Understand, streamable on all platforms. But I'm gearing up to do a lot. Like I'm working on a short horror film that I'm planning on filming too. So like there's a lot of projects that I have in mind, and I'm gonna conquer them because 2023 is a big year. It's gonna be the year that my daughter turns 1. It's gonna be a year of change. It's gonna be a year of opportunity, and I'm looking forward to what the future holds for me because I've been like I'll be honest with you, I'm 23 years old, but I've been contemplating retiring and ending my career early because of all the stress. But like I said, I'm not gonna let the devil win, and I'm gonna continue to fight this battle, and I'm gonna continue to entertain everyone who loves to watch me entertain them, and give them the best shows that I can possibly can.
Amen.
Got a lot of shows coming up too.
Yeah.
August 29th, we're at the Keystone Stage for a suicide benefit show featuring myself, running with Flip Flops. I believe Thanatos is going to be there. A plethora of comedians and bands will be playing. May 20th, I'm back at
magicians though, right?
I don't think so.
Okay, John can come then. Okay.
John's safe. May 20th, I'm at the Keystone Stage for the 570 Press 4-year anniversary show. Alana has me locked in forever for those shows. I've been performing at the anniversary shows forever.
Awesome.
June 2nd, back at the Keystone Stage for a rock show.
Nice.
June 16th, beautiful, beautiful show. I am doing a show at where it all started, the V Spot, for the pre-Horror Fest party, NEPA Horror Fest, coming to town June 17th. Bill fucking Mosley is going to be there. And the night before, we're going to be rocking it out at the V Spot. Costumes are highly encouraged because, of course, it's
required.
not a Halloween game without Halloween costumes.
You must wear a costume.
Required.
You can't get in. Or else.
And then right after that, we're back at the Keystone Stage June 30th for another rock show. So we're gearing up for a long couple months of shows, and hopefully we get more as the months go by, because I would really love to be doing a lot more shows within the area, outside of the area. So if you guys are watching this, I'll send you my portfolio, and we can go from there, because I would love to perform for you guys.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I would definitely recommend Gus the Savage to be performing on any stage, anywhere, anytime. Preferably prime time.
Primetime TV. I could be like Alyssa from Clark Summit and get on The Voice.
There you go.
That would be nice.
Yeah. So and you're doing acting too now, is that right?
That is correct.
Okay.
Correct.
So
I've dabbled. I in high school I did a little play. I was Chuck Cranston in Footloose. And that's when I first learned how to memorize lines and be coordinated on the stage as far as acting out scenes. So that kind of felt like a movie, because I had to do it 3 nights in a row, and we had to do it precisely every time. Like, it had to be the exact same way. So when it comes to doing movies, I'm sure it's a lot more difficult, and a lot more time goes into it. But I am working on a short horror film, because horror is one of my most favorite genres. I can watch horror movies throughout the entire year. And this horror short is called I Hope She Likes Me. It's about a guy who's obsessed with trying to find love, and he will do anything he can to keep it. So, yes.
nice.
It's like a Tinder horror story, kind of.
That's one of those horror stories that could be true and makes you leave feeling
Like, what the fuck is
Yeah, like, oh my God, that could happen to me.
When you leave, you go,
Yick. Yeah, people are very people are very people-y.
not a fan.
So actually, speaking of movies, they're shooting Nanacoke, the movie down
Yes.
in Nanacoke.
So I wanted to audition for that, but I didn't have an acting reel to provide as a part of my resume.
Oh, you
I
can
didn't-
just make one.
There are
I
also.
don't know
just
how to do that. I don't know how to do that.
Ooh, I know this one. So
If you only knew somebody to reach out to and be like, "Yo,"
No,
That's
not even that.
right.
Not even
oh
that.
my God, I didn't think of that.
Not like he's the
and this
production
guy,
coordinator or
this
anything.
guy. Sorry, go ahead.
I will tell this for anyone that wants to do acting. There are tons of monologues online and there's things online that you can get. Even if you take an old commercial script, like the one time I did a thing, it was they gave us this old Hershey's commercial, and you just had to stand in front of the camera and read it to the camera with the emotion they want you to have, and it was just like, Hershey's chocolate. Like, it was super cheesy.
Oh my God, Hershey's chocolate! I love it.
And there was a whole little monologue that went there, but there's tons of them online. You can find monologues to do.
Yep.
And like absolutely.
And by like subject, by genre, you can find it all there.
And those are the kind of thing you film anytime and then keep them in your portfolio. And just when someone needs something, if you haven't auditioned for them before, send them one.
Yep.
So I feel like now that you mention that, I feel like I do kind of have an acting reel because I seen Dane comment wrestling, and that's what I also do that too.
Nice.
And part of that is doing promos. So I do unscripted promos, and my unscripted promos are like, like I've been doing promos forever. So I guess you can consider those acting reels because I'm portraying a wrestler in a sense.
It's a character.
Improv, for sure.
Where do you do the wrestling at? Anywhere?
So we do backyard wrestling. So sometimes it's at my buddy Mikhail's house. Sometimes it's at my buddy RJ's. Mikhail has become a little bit restricted from what he can do due to his job. He works with PBS, so he can't do too much. Yeah. So we have to rename his character. He can't be Mikhail. He can't be tied to that name because they don't want him doing anything crazy. So instead of Mikhail Ice Cold 3000, he'll just be Ice Cold 3000. We're setting up matches, so be on the lookout, dude. Gus the Savage got a lot of work to do, man. A lot of work to do. You should
check out. There's a place in Hazleton a buddy of mine owns called the Sanctuary, and it's a whole wrestling school and things like that. And the guy who owns it, he was for a long while. She was doing the wrestling, and he saw a bunch of people. So I know that they are always looking for stuff there, and they've got a whole wrestling rink type thing. So maybe you should hit them up and be like, "Oh man, can we borrow the stage?"
Here's the thing with that. So my form of wrestling is frowned upon by people who own schools, and it's only frowned upon because we're not doing it professionally. We're backyard wrestlers, so they frown upon it because they're like, that's not real wrestling. You're not in the ring. You're not actually putting in the work. You're not doing these spots right. If you want to be a real wrestler, you got to go to these schools. You got to graduate from a school, and then you got to go into the indie circuit, pay your dues. It might be a while before you even get a full match. You might have to build the ring, be a referee, go to shows, not even get put on the card. So much goes into it. So I've been wanting to, trust me, but I know that it'll be a longer road than my music career for sure.
Just combine the two. Just be the singing wrestler.
I can do that.
Hit a guy, rock out, then beat the crap out of someone.
You can't do that. It's not
Shut up, Johnny. I can do whatever I want.
Don't crush my dreams, Jonathan.
I know nothing about sound, and I can tell you immediately no one is going to do that. No,
I will.
Who's going to do the sound?
What? Just because he said that, my next match, I'm coming out singing, bitch.
He's a pro.
Oh, he's so good.
He's a pro.
He's so good. Oh my god.
I'm coming out.
And
I thought he was serious.
I'm sing my own theme song.
Chills right now.
We do things to spite John Fry. It's the best thing.
Hey,
why are you wrestlers? Spite.
So Gus, your favorite venue to go out to, not to perform, but as a spectator, as a fan.
Call me biased, but I'm gonna have to say the V Spot, and it's not because I've been going there forever. I really enjoy the atmosphere. No, seriously, I really enjoy the atmosphere. Everybody treats each other like family. Vinny is, dude, I love Vinny. Oh my goodness, I love Vinny. So the V Spot is where you want to go on a Friday night, on a Saturday night to see a local band.
I like going there on Tuesday nights.
Tuesday nights are the best nights to go.
They're freaking awesome.
Because you can either watch or you can go be on stage.
Right.
But if I had to choose a venue or a hot spot to go to, it would definitely be the V Spot because they support the locals like nobody's business. If I had to choose a second in command to that, it would have to be the Keystone Stage because they've been doing a lot of shows there, all genres. So they do rap shows, they do rock shows, they do comedy shows, dinner with comedy.
Yep.
Where else are you gonna get that? You know, you get a nice meal and you get to choke on your meal because you're laughing so hard.
Right.
Like,
Well,
so those two
What a
spots.
promotion. What a promo. Come here and die.
well, if you're
Choke on your food, it's so funny.
so if you're looking for some shows to go to for the next week, Robin once again has compiled everything together for you. Check it out.
Hi, it's Robin with this week's original shows in northeastern Pennsylvania. On Friday, the 31st, at the V-Spot in Scranton, the Mesos, and supporting sets from 3 other artists. At the Stonehouse in Carbondale, Static in the Attic. At PJ's 1910 Pub at the Hilton in Scranton, Ken Norton. At Mountain House Tavern in Greentown, Emily Naccio. At the Scranton Cultural Center in Scranton, the Spring Fling Showcase. On Saturday, the 1st, at the Creative Compound in Honesdale, a Women in the Arts Showcase. At the V-Spot in Scranton, Tori V and the Karma and Frank Marcinkowski. At Hogs Hollow in Berwick, Uppercut. At Litsy's Lounge in Avoca, Better Than Bad. At Breaker Brewing Outpost in Archbald, Jeremy Burr. At the Berwick Golf Club in Berwick, the Mighty Susquehannas, and supporting sets from 3 other bands. On Sunday the 2nd, at the River Street Jazz Cafe, Tropodelic and Elephants Dancing. At Brewski's in Bloomsburg, Pat Motto. At Arlo's Tavern in Uniondale, Static in the Attic. And on Wednesday the 5th, at the Stone Creek and Hunlock Creek, J. Loop. If you want your show featured on the next episode, go to thebigbreak.org/podcast and click the Submit Your Show button. That's all for this week. Make sure to head to a show, spread the word, and support independent artists.
I'm submitting every show now. That's it.
Always.
Amazing,
Yeah,
Robin.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Robin.
Guys, as always, yes, please submit your shows.
Just remember, I slept through my shit today, and she went out there and did that for you guys. So
John, this isn't about you, all right?
that's true. Gus is
This
right.
is about
This
Robin.
Gus.
This is about
Okay.
Gus, if we're being
Yeah,
honest.
no, I was trying to promote Robin.
Yeah, you were.
See, I made that about me again.
Yo.
For all the shit.
So Gus, we don't have too much time left, but I had some questions for you.
Yeah.
If you could kind of tell us your experience specifically with round 1, from your first season competing to your second season competing. You know, there's definitely a difference in videos. You know, so just any kind of advice that you could give out there to contestants that are, I mean, there's only a day. Tomorrow's the last freaking day to sign up, folks. Okay,
Last day.
tomorrow's the last freaking day. So
It's gonna be the day.
all right. Let the man speak.
All right. So my experience with the Big Break for season 1 was a crazy experience because it was my first time being a part of it. So it was my first time being a part of all the interviews. I did my DIY video. The first video was off of my iPhone, and we got really creative with it. I did it in my bedroom, all the flashing lights and stuff.
It was my favorite. It was my favorite. Also, I don't know why we're talking fast. Yes, 12 minutes.
That's actually how I got connected with John because of that video. He was there the night of the live battle that I didn't even know I was going to be a part of. I got lucky because AO was like, hey, we can squeeze you in. So I got a chance to be a part of the live battle round 1 for the Big Break. And that was an experience because that was my first time performing at Finnegan's. Second time around, upgraded equipment. This time I can't even say we, because it was me and my cousin who helped me with lighting. So I guess we can say we. Sony A7 III. Different angles for what I was trying to tell with the story, and then I got a chance to be a part of the live rounds again. So that was truly a great experience. What advice I would give to artists is if you're doing a competition like this, sometimes it's really good to invest in yourself. If you're trying to make a DIY video, it's cool to make it on a phone. It's also even greater to make it on a camera. And if you're really good at editing, then your DIY video will come out pristine And I feel like that earns you a little bit of brownie points with the audience because they see a nice quality video and they're like, oh, wow, this artist is very well put together for a DIY video. Let's give them a vote. And then that's how I feel like that's a part of the growth of an artist, because with a competition like this, not only is your DIY video a part of the competition, but now you can use that same DIY video as your official video for that song. And it all comes full circle, because even if you don't make it to the live rounds, your face and your band or your solo act was seen by a plethora of people. Now people know who you are. So I encourage people to take advantage of this last day that you have and be a part of the big break. If you have a live band, get your ass in this competition. If you're a solo act, get your ass in this competition. But you're going to need a live band to perform behind you. So unfortunately, this year, Gus the Savage cannot perform as a part of the big break because I'm not that lucky to have musician friends that will join me and learn my songs. But next season, we'll be there. So I encourage everybody to join the big break. Continue to join the big break. Follow the big break. Don't listen to any fucking smoke and mirrors that you hear about the big break, because it's not true. AL is a great individual, and everybody involved in the big break is great people. Very family, like everybody treats you like a family. We're all equal here, and we're all here to do one thing, and that is to support the local music scene.
Absolutely.
I stayed here to ask him, do you think it's hard to do this? And that was the most beautiful fucking thing I've ever heard. I'm almost literally tearing up right now.
John, especially, like when I did my first season with the big break, and he saw my video, and after my set, like him and I had a conversation, and I got a chance to not only perform at the special guest headquarters, but spend time with John bullshitting. He got some video shots of me, and that was a great experience. And then we moved on to get myself a nice little merch booth. So this hoodie right here was designed by me, redesigned by the beautiful turquoise-haired man in the corner. And is now available for purchase, as well as a plethora of other local musicians and comedians and entertainers. If you want to start up on your merch booth, John Fry or Angelica or anybody involved with merch booth are your people to go to get yourself started. It's free, and then you can purchase a merch booth VIP membership and get a lot more out of it. So be sure to get on Merch Booth, because that's where you can get official merch for, like I said, not only myself, but a plethora of other artists and entertainers. And you can also have designs for yourself, again, designed by this wonderful turquoise, beautiful man. Okay? Merch Booth is a great place to get your merch. That's for sure.
I think it's a good time to say that we don't pay him for these plugs, and that was just all your promo person. Like,
dude, I do
person. Like, your promos
for
are
everybody. Don't make me start acting like Johnny Acapinti. Hey, what's going on, guys?
It's like your promos like blow me away. Like I am a day one Gus the Savage guy. Gus is like how I treat Rich, and same with AL. It's like the day I met these people, I just like at that point basically just dedicated my life to them for some strange reason, and it's great.
I love Johnny so much. I love Johnny so much. I really want to just play this video again. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
All right, Johnny. You scared? Mm-hmm. You scared? Okay. What about you? You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, we're going to do this on three. Ready? Yep. 1, 2, 3. Oh, shit. You did it. Holy crap.
That's my second favorite Johnny video ever.
First thing, you don't know what I'm gonna do with just the audio of that video, but
no, absolutely not.
He said, I don't approve of this.
I don't.
Thank you.
He didn't sign a release form for that.
That's it.
I don't know why enough surprise wasn't in the fact that Robin hit that shot, but it's insane. There should have been more shock and more surprise. It's unbelievable. She's unbelievable with darts. We have a pro on our hands.
I just want to know
it was totally real, not scripted.
No
OSHA violations here, folks. No
OSHA
violations.
video shoot today.
It wasn't edited. See, it wasn't edited.
No edit.
Haters are gonna say it's fake. It was totally real.
Shot, no edits at all.
I was there. They just didn't show me in the video.
No, I'm serious. There's no editing in that. So
Robin's a pro.
100%.
Johnny was a real sport because I had to practice that shot a couple of times. And when you guys see the video on April 1st, there was a board that we could shoot some darts at. So there were moments where darts did not hit where they were supposed to. I'll just say that. That is absolutely true. So
we don't have to
throwing a
talk
dart
about
at
that right
Johnny's
now.
head is
Not
a
gonna lie,
nerve-wracking experience.
If I would have did it, Johnny would have lost an eye. I'm just
And that's why.
I mean, if it was me, it would have had a heart wound.
Yeah. Well, thank you to Rob.
I'm drinking juice, Ben. Come on.
All right. So your first video, no, I'm sorry, your second video we watched first.
That's right.
So at the beginning of this episode, we watched your second one. We're going to finish tonight with watching your first one. So I love both of them. I love your first one because of the simplicity and animation. That it's very now, as far as like with the TikToks and the YouTubes, it's very now as far as like the editing and everything, and I think you did a really great job, with what you worked with, and the first one we watched, I think you did excellent as well.
I was eating fucking yogurt with a fork in this video. One of the items was a fork, and I was like, "What am I gonna do with this? Let me eat yogurt with a fork."
Yeah. But yeah, like you had shot variety, you had different angles, you had different, close, medium, wide shots. The cuts went with the beat. All these things are beautiful. So awesome job on that. I can't wait to see what your next video is going to look like, because I just see like constant growth and progress with you on that. So that's a win right there. But yeah, Gus, stick around. I'm starting to lose my voice again. Stick around, after the show so we can chit chat a little bit. Everybody out there, go check out Gus the Savage. He's on all platforms. Like our, little podcast that we're doing here, and share it. All right. I mean, I guess
do the thing.
That's it. Do the thing. No, not that.
John.
This is a John
I had it.
God damn it, John.
Sabotage.
Just make sure there's audio.
Fucking John, bro.
The cat's yawning.
One job. The cat.
I was doing a thing.
GTS. Yeah. Baby, I'm just trying to party. Yeah. Walk up and this bitch is going down. Seen the bad bitches, I just had to look around. Oh my goodness, I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. Cause they some bad little things with some looks that are hella killer. Oh baby girl, you really classy. I had to shoot my shot because I couldn't let you pass me. I got a question I'ma ask you. Can we live life like it's a movie? Cause we'll turn it to a classic. Mami, tú sabes que te amo mucho. En esta vida no hay ninguna que me pueda dar. Amo tuyo, contigo baby tengo gran orgullo. I had to switch up the whole language to express the love that I have for you. So baby, what you trying to do? I hear the music playing and I'm trying to dance with you. So what's up though? I gotta ask what's in your cup though. Cause if it's honey, then you get it.